To complete this tutorial, you need GTM server-side implemented, Calendly standard or superior plan, a thank you page, publisher access in client-side and server-side, Google Tag Manager containers, and access to the Facebook Business Events Manager and Ads Manager, at least developer access. If you don't know how to build GTM server-side container or you don't have it in your website, I have a tutorial for that in my YouTube channel. Let's dive in. So to start, we are going to set up the thank you page in your Calendly account so we can decorate the user provided data into the URL of the thank you page. To do that, you will go to the events settings, then you will scroll down on this page and you will click here on booking page options. Then you will change this option, the confirmation page after booking, to redirect to an external site. Here you will paste the thank you page with the HTTPS values. Make sure this is correct and select pass event details to your redirected page. Let's click save and close. And I want to show you the expected behavior of this setup. So let's open Calendly here. Let's go to the event we want to test and let's select a date for testing purposes. I will fill this with test values, then schedule events. Next, we are going to be redirected to the thank you page. And after landing on the thank you page, if we move to the right, we will see that we have the invitee email test at Gmail, full name test, and for the moment, these are the values we have. So there is a problem with this URL. If you send personal data in the URLs to Facebook Pixel or Google Analytics, your account can be banned. So we need a script that or a solution that can take the values from the user provided data, but also we need a way to override these parameters or erase these parameters so we don't send this sensible information via URL. We need to do it in a proper way after getting the consent, of course, of the user. All right. So let's go to my GitHub. You will see the links added in the comments in the description of the video, and we need this particular script that help us to capture user data with a JavaScript variable. So I'm going to copy this raw file, then I will go to the client-side container. I will create a new client-side container, sorry, a new workspace, and I will name this Facebook CAPI lead event with Calendly. All right, let's click save. Next, let's go to tags, and we are going to create a new tag, a custom HTML tag, and I will paste the values here of the script. Don't forget to add the script tags right here. And let's select the trigger, all pages. Or actually, let's do it more quick here so we can fire in the initialization of all the pages. I recommend you actually set this trigger because it's faster to fire. Let's name this Calendly user provided data. Awesome, and let's save this code. So after executing this code, we are going to be able, as I mentioned before, to capture the user data here and at the same time erasing these parameters so our accounts don't get banned. Wonderful. The next step is to capture these variables that the script generates into Google Tag Manager. So to do that, let's move again to the client-side container. Let's go to variables. And then we are going to create new variables right here. And I will name this email Facebook. You can name it just email. Then you will select JavaScript variable, and don't confuse it with your custom JavaScript variables. These are different variables. And here in the global name, we are going to select the following value. I'm by T email. Let's create a new one for name and yeah, Facebook. Again, you can name this just name, and let's name this I'm by T full name. The values you are seeing here on this tutorial have to be the exact names, variable names, because this is coded from the GitHub code that I showed you before. Wonderful. Let's click save. All right, the final variable that we are going to create is phone Facebook. And here we are going to paste I'm by T phone. Remember, these values have to be exact as you are seeing here on this tutorial. Let's click save. So we already created and mapped the the user provided data that we are going to get from Calendly. The next step is to create the Facebook, or better, add the Facebook based pixel, but we are going to add it a little bit different than the script that you received from Facebook. And the reason that this script is a little bit different is because Facebook provides you with the normal SDK or client-side pixel, and this particular pixel has some additions. First, we pass the email, the first name, and the phone here with the init script. And furthermore, we pass an event ID parameter so we can complete the duplication in the server side. So let's copy this script. Actually, there's a button that can do that for me. Sometimes, the keyword fails. Let's go to the client-side container. We are going to work in the server-side container later, but everything, all this section is client-side container. All right, let's name this Facebook base pixel, and this is a custom HTML tag, and we are going to leave and fire this in all pages, and we are going to leave these variables right here like static for the moment. Then we are going to update that in the next step, so bear with me, everything will have sense later. All right, now on this step we are going to create a new variable. Then we click new, and we are going to name this UPD, or user provided data, and the type of variable selected here will be user provided data. Let's find that here, user provided data, and we are going to select a manual input, and here we are going to pass email for Facebook and just phone for Facebook, and then first name. And now you will see a null behavior. I'm not sure if it's expected from Facebook. You will see in a while. And you let me find name. All right, where are you? Yeah, right here. So the book, I told you, like there is a book, if I save this, I will get this error. So it asks me to pass another value. So what I do normally is to pass an empty string by creating an new variable. Let's pass empty string. And here we are going to pass a constant. All right, so this is an empty string. It won't harm your setup in any way. It's just an error that, yeah, it's asked me to pass a variable here. So empty value. Well, we face another glitch that GTN normally have, but no, sorry, actually I am the one that is glitch. The variable is here. I will explain you the book in a while. See my boogie. Well, I'm not crazy. As you can see here, the variable empty string doesn't appear between the e. So this is an error that you will face because I have had this issue like before. So our backlog like tell us that all right, we just need to set this to not set, and then we need to save it. All right, let's save it with another name. I'm leaving all the errors because this is a common situation you can face. So I will show you the real struggle and how to solve that. All right, so I just changed the name because I had another variable here. And yeah, so this is a glitch that you need to refresh the page after you create some variables, some changes, so you can see it here. So this is a common situation, so you are not getting crazy. GTM has these odd behaviors. All right, so as you can see here, and to prove my point, let's go here. And yeah, you see there's the empty string. I'm going to save this to fire the book that asks me to pass any other value, sometimes like random about what it asks. Right now it's just for this one. All right, so empty string, cool. Let's save this, and we just add user provided data. Furthermore, let's update the base pixel that we were working on. I'm going to expand this, and I will change the email here, and I will pass the variable we created, email Facebook. Here I'm going to pass email, sorry, name Facebook, and finally phone Facebook. All right, let's save this. The next variable that we are going to create is the variable event ID. So let's go to variables right here. Then we are going to click on new, then variable configuration, and then you will go to discover more variable types, the community template gallery. We are going to search here for event ID, and we are going to use the event ID variable from step. And we have the same weird glitch where we add something in variables or an addition, but it's not a variable in the container, so we need to refresh the page, and we have unique event ID, and I will name this event underscore ID. Click save, go to tags, let's go there for to the base pixel so we can update this particular variable right here. So I'm going to, as you can see, I press like the in my keyword the curly braces 2 times, and that activate the list of the variable. So this is a tip, so you can move fast here in GTM. All right, let's go back. I think it was already added, I believe. Let me just double check, just in case. Even ID. Okay, save. Wonderful. As a next addition, let's add the actual Facebook Pixel ID. So if you haven't set the Facebook Pixel ID, no worries, I got you. Let's create the pixel together. All right, so here I'm in my Facebook Events Manager. You can find it by going to Facebook Tools, and then you will click on Events Manager. Then you will land in the overview likely, but we want to be in data sources. All right. Next, let's activate the option set meta pixel. Then we are going to select install code manually. Then we are going to copy the code, but just to move this thing forward. And we are going to turn this on. It's okay to have it. And let's go to the pixel overview. And then I will copy here the ID of the pixel, and I will go here to the client side container, and I will update the meta pixel ID here. Wonderful. And in here, don't forget to do these two additions, because if you don't update the two values, this won't work. All right, click save, and we have almost the tags that we need in client side. There are other things that extra tags in client side. Don't rush. We will go to the server container very soon. All right. As a next step, let's create the Facebook CAPI PageView event that will fire from a GA4 tag. I know, very confusing. I will explain you in a why. I will explain you this in a while. So here we're going to pass the GA4 config, the measurement ID, and we are going to name this page view. This is the standard page view Facebook event, and this event has to have the exact naming convention. I am meaning the uppercase P, the letter P here, and the letter B. This is super important. All right, let's pass the include user provided data variable here that we created before. Sorry. And next, we are going to pass the event parameter here, event ID. And here we're going to add the variable event ID. Wonderful. Here in triggering, we are going to select all pages. And here we are going to name it GA4 Facebook CAPI page view event. So why we are using a GA4 tag for a Facebook tracking setup? So this particular tag is the page view that we will reroute from the server-side container to Facebook. So let me explain you very quickly here. So we already have two page views, one the base pixel that fires the page view, and also a GA4 Facebook CAPI tag that fires the page view. But this particular event will be fired from the client-side container, and this page view will be fired from the server-side container. As a next step, let's create a Facebook ads lead event tag. So to do that, we are going to create a new tag here. Let's name this Facebook lead, and let's select a custom HTML tag here. And as a next step, we are going to my GitHub again, and we are going to find the script. The script is also found in the description of this video, and the step of all these steps that we have done so far are available there. All right, I just copy the code. I will need to add the script right here. All right, and here we are going to create a triggering for the thank you page that we set before in the Calendly settings. So let's name this thank you page for Facebook, and I think I have it right here. So I'm going to copy it from here. They have to be the same thank you page, of course. So let's select a page view trigger and let's select here the page path, and then let's paste the URL. I will erase everything. I just need the page path, that is application thank you, that will do the work. Let's click save, and then we have a trigger that will fire in the moment we get the lead, and also I will update this so we can get a fresher variable like pull, and that the script is pulling actually the GTM variable. This is really important that you follow as you are seeing right now. Let's click save. As a next step, we are going to create a GA4 transporter tag that will send the lead event into the server. To do that, let's go to new and let's name this GA4 Facebook CAPI lead lead event. Wonderful. Then we are going to add the measurement ID. Next, we are going to add the lead event, and we are going to pass the include user provided data here because we want to send this data to the server in a secure way. And next, we are going to add an event ID parameter, right? And then we pass the event ID variable here, and we are going to use the same thank you page trigger we just created. Wonderful. We click save. And now let's go to the server-side container. I know you were expecting this part, so let's go to the server-side container. I think I already have it here. Yeah, this is the server-side container that we are going to use to work with. And the first step is to create a tag, a Facebook CAPI tag. So I'm going to click here on create new. Then in the configuration, I will select here the community template gallery, and I will find for Facebook, and we can use the Facebook conversion API by step. Let's add this to the workspace. And wonderful. So here we need to fill this out. I will name this first as Facebook CAPI tag. And next we have to fill the API token. So we haven't pulled that yet. So let's go to Facebook Events Manager. Then we are going to go to settings. Then we will scroll down until we see the conversion API title here. And all right, I just paused the video because Facebook was asking me to validate my email, so I just did that. You should see a generate access token. So after click that, you should see the API token that GTM server side is asking us to input in the tag. So let's wait a couple of seconds. Meanwhile, all right, we just have our API token. Let's copy that, and let's go to the server side. I will paste the token right here in the API token field, and then we can update this pixel ID to that basically is the same pixel ID that we use in the client-side container. So you can get that by copying the value here on your pixel. Let's go here and paste the value. Wonderful. Then we will use the test ID to test all the work that we have done so far. But before that, we need to create a new trigger here. So let's name this Facebook events. And in trigger configuration, we are going to select custom event, and we are going to write here page view in this exact name exact form and naming convention. And we are going to select add the pipe symbol to mean or, and we are going to select here lead, and we are going to select the use regex matching, so this trigger fires with the page view that we created in the client-side container and the lead event. All right, let's save this, and finally save this. Next, we are going back to Facebook Events Manager. Then we are going to move to the Test Events tab. Then you will click here on Confirm your server events. We are going to copy the test event code. And finally, we are going to add it here in our tag. And we are going to click Save. Wonderful. To this point, we already made all the settings we need. The next step is to test it. So to test it, let's go to the client-side container and we are going to preview the workspace that in the workspace that we were working on. And we are going to go to the landing page where you have the Calendly form. So I am ready here, but we need to set up something else. We need to set up the server side, the tag assistant. So this tag assistant is the same of this client side tag assistant, but it will show us the server side activity. So if I refresh this page, we should see in a few seconds activity on the server. So you can see we have the normal page view and we have the page view that fires the CAPI tag. All right. So let's see how the events are reaching into the Facebook CAPI interface. And we just see that the event duplication happens. This is wonderful. This is expected behavior. So it can be deduplicated. So if you can check this event ID here, if I copy here, it's the same for the browser or client-side event. Wonderful. Let's continue and let's make a conversion. And this is, and I will leave all the errors that we may face in the process. And here I will add here my email so you can reach out in that code. And here I will paste not my phone. Hey. All right. Let's schedule the event. Then we are going to be redirected to the thank you page. And wonderful, we just get redirected. So let's check a few things. Let's check the pixel helper. So we see the page view. We have the correct values here, the email, the phone number, the first name, and you see all this nonsense because these are the values from the user, but these are hash values. So we can send it in a secure way, and then Facebook will disencrypt this basically. This apply, if you are curious, this applies a SHA-256 algorithm to encrypt the values. We also see that the lead event has advanced matching. Wonderful. You should see this exact screen. Let's check the server side, sorry, the event manager console, and we see that the events were duplicated successfully. This is awesome. And we have the user data here from the client side and in the server side, and also like we have extra information. This is wonderful. Let's explore a little bit the tag assistant from each side. So here we have the page view and the CAPI tag fire. We have the lead tag and it fired properly. So this is great news. Let's check the tag assistant. We see that the container loaded fired the Facebook lead and the Facebook CAPI lead event. We can also explore here in the CAPI lead event that we get the values as expected. Wonderful. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. I wish you the best in your projects, and if you have any question, please reach out here on YouTube or please visit my website analyticsengine.co and please reach out with your question. Have a wonderful day and week and see you on the next tutorial.